around here for a while, then you already know that I have a serious book buying issue. It's an issue. Like it's a whole other thing. It's a beast all on its own. So I have compiled all of the books that I bought this fall, and hopefully I'm done right here in this video. So if you have seen some of my book shopping videos, my diaries, anything like that, all of those books are going to be compiled right here just in case any of you have missed it. I know we have a lot of new people here, so you may not have had the time to go back and watch those videos, but I did do some book shopping this fall. I did. Should we go back on a book buying ban? I don't know. I personally don't think we should, but I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive into all of the books that I have here. I didn't even count them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 books here physically. So let's get into them. So I'm not going to go through these in any particular order. I'm just kind of going to go and see what we have here. And the first book that we have here is Sweet Heat by Bulu Babalola. I have been absolutely needing to dive into this book, but you know, I have been sort of in a reading slump. So at the time of this video, I have literally only completed 2 books for the month of October. And so I don't want to read a book like this when I know that mentally I'm not there, because this is one of my most highly anticipated reads. It's following our main characters, Kiki and Malachi, from Honey and Spice after college while they're in their adult years. So Honey and Spice is more of a YA book, and then this is an adult book, okay? I have seen a lot of my favorite booktubers and just book content creators say how much they really love this book. I know that this is probably going to be an amazing book for me, so I'm gonna give it like a couple more weeks before I actually do read it, because I want to do this book justice. And personally, for me, if you want to read this book, I'm the type of person who you need to know the characters before you dive into the second half of their love story. So I would definitely read Honey and Spice first. Okay, now we're gonna go in, we're gonna random pick this here. Oh, Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. So I actually think I want to read this one like starting this weekend, because it's a really fast, like, there's not a lot of words on the pages, and I'll feel accomplished by reading something like this. This is like 2 rival coffee companies, like cafes, coffee shops across the street from each other, and the like kids of those shops basically have a crush on one another. That's kind of what I got from the synopsis on the back. This is the $5 book over at Barnes & Nobles, and a lot of the Barnes & Nobles did run out of this book, but mine was fully stocked when I went back, so I went ahead and grabbed this book. Don't look. Okay, what are we picking up? Oh, People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. You guys would have saw me pick this up in my fall diaries. Yes, my fall diaries is when I went to go pick this up, and I was actually on the hunt for this for about a week, maybe a week and a half, before I could actually finally get a physical copy at the store. So it was sold out everywhere. I have been seeing a lot of mixed reviews, but I don't want to actually read them. So when I say the mixed reviews, I didn't actually read the reviews. I just kind of saw that there were different stars. The stars weren't matching up, and it could be a hit or a miss, but I really enjoyed Out on a Limb by her. So I definitely want to give this one a try. It says, a small town woman's journey to spread her wings intertwines with the arrival of an adventurous newcomer who brings out the best in her. And he's cute. Look at him. He's so cute. So I picked this one up. Okay, this is actually what I'm currently reading, and it's A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. So I did pick this one up on my last book shopping trip. You guys may have seen it. It was definitely a day that day, and I was just like, I want all the happy, cozy books that are just gonna make me feel better. And I loved the first book by this author so much, so I definitely picked up this one. And this is kind of like a second chance as well. And what I've gotten from it, since I am about halfway through with it, is that you have 2 people. Well, if on the back, you will know that she did lose her magic, and you have 2 people from the past, and they're coming together because of second chance. Y'all, it's been a week. But anyways, I love this. I absolutely love the pink cover. It's so beautiful. So I'm so happy to add this to my collection. Okay, so we're gonna dive in. We're gonna pick whatever. Okay, we have If It Makes You Happy. Obviously, I had to pick this up. As someone who is on the internet, this is a book that I definitely want to get read for you guys before the season ends. I know that I have seen some of my favorite people, just like Sweet Heat, say this is a 4 to 5 star read. And I'm just like, I want to read them, but I don't want my mood to mess up how I feel about the books, because I've had those times where I'm like, specifically beach read, and if I can remember what video it is that I finished, I'll put that video up here for you guys. But beach read, at first I wasn't able to get into it because I just was in the biggest reading slump ever. And if you're new here, the reason why was because I started reading it the week of my mother-in-law's funeral, and it was not the time to read at all. Honestly, I should have just like put it away for the trip, but I still tried to persevere, and it took me a while to finish the book. And so I've learned that if I feel my brain is kind of in a slump, that I need to take a step away from books that I know are highly anticipated reads for me. So I did pick this one up. It takes place in 1997, and it's supposed to be very autumnal. I said it this time. It took me 2 or 3 videos to say autumnal. And I was practicing with my husband, okay? And he was cracking up. He was like, are you okay? Like, because it looks like it hurts. Like how hard you're trying to say it, it looks like it hurts. But anyways, I did add this to my collection, and we will get to this soon. Let's see what we got. Oh, A Good Girl's Guide to Myrtle. Myrtle? Myrtle? A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This is a TikTok OG, I believe. There's a few very big booktubers who have highly praised this book. I think Haley Pham, Faith, I love watching Faith. She loved this book. This helped her get back into her reading journey. And this is featuring our FMC Pippa, and she is trying to actually resolve a murder that took place in her town. It's like a murder unaliving situation that took place. I had to make sure I said that right so YouTube wouldn't come for me. But yes, I did already finish this. I highly recommend, before I even do my wrap up, I'm just gonna tell you guys, if you have not read this, it's definitely worth the hype. I could not put this book down. It was so amazing. I am so glad I got this. I'm gonna let my daughter read this as well. It is YA, and this is a trilogy, so I do need to read books 2 and 3, and I cannot wait to get my hands on those. Next, we have Immortal Dark. Now, I picked this up for spooky season to give certain recs to everyone who watches me, and I will say I did not finish this book yet. I did not. At first, I wasn't sure how I felt about it. We'll talk more about it in my reading wrap up if I bring it up in there, but I did pick this book up. It is a dark academia. I don't think I've ever read dark academia, and we have black vampires. So yeah, if you're interested in stuff like that, you'll probably really enjoy this. I'm gonna let my daughter read this actually after she finishes Interview with the Vampire, because she's actually reading Interview with the Vampire right now, and I think she'll really like this one as well. Next, we have Once Upon a Time in Dollywood, and this is a Reese's book club pick, and I think it's so important that we show support to Black authors that are getting picked up by Reese's book club. Just kind of drive that for them, because that is an amazing opportunity. Like, I believe Reese, like, part of being a part of her book club pick is that she has the rights to, or like partial rights or something, I could be wrong, allegedly, it's a conspiracy, that she has the ability to turn their works into movies. So that's the other part of it that is just like so amazing, that we'll be able to see movies like this on the big screen because of that. Next, we have It's Different This Time, and I saw a lot of people enjoying this book, and I had to pick it up during my last book shopping trip because I was like, I just need just a few more cozy reads during this season, because there's just so much going on that the coziness is helping reel me in and just kind of sit in it. Just so much. And maybe I'll do a sit down video and we can like talk about those things. But until then, just know the cozy books are helping me to cope, okay? This is also a debut author, and I'm seeing 4.5s, 5 stars from all of my favorite book content creators. So I definitely had to add to the collection. And just look, another second time romance. Next, we added Yellow Wife, and I know this is gonna touch on a lot of tough topics, and I really know that I want to kind of challenge myself as we come to the end of the year and kind of bring myself out of all the fluff and stop sugarcoating all the stories that I'm reading and get some real life experience out of reading this book. So I know you guys have told me this has tore you up, and I cannot wait to dig into this. I also loved her other book, The House of Eve. That was one of the first books that got me back into reading, and I mean, I ate that one up. You definitely need to read that. So can't wait to read this. Then you guys know I went and picked up The Love Hypothesis. The movie is coming out for this, and I read, what is that book called? Problematic Summer Romance. And I had a tough time with that one. I had a tough time rating it. I ended up giving it 3 out of 5 stars because there were some moments where I really, really loved it. And then there was like the MMC and the FMC started to like digress to me. Like, you guys can watch that vlog. It's the new authors, like the thumbnail. I'll try and put the thumbnail right here so that way you can see the video. But a lot of what I talked about was I saw not a progression in the characters, but they were like digressing. So like the maturity and the way that they talk, their dialogue, their interactions with one another, it didn't seem to move forward. It seemed like the story was actually going backward. And I just was so irritated by that because I was loving the setting and everything, but that has nothing to do with The Love Hypothesis. The reason why I say all that is because it made me not want to pick up another book by Ali Hazelwood. But I saw that the movie was coming out, and I saw that this is one of everyone's favorite books, so I'm going to give her another try and add it to the collection. And her covers are so cool and interesting. Like the character looking on the front, they look different than a lot of other people's books. Does that make sense? Or does that make no sense? And then finally, the last book that I did pick up during the fall is 7 Days in June. And if you're new here, this is my all-time favorite romance. Not just favorite Black romance, but favorite romance. I love this book. I stand by everything in this book. Eva and Shane just have this special place for me in my heart because we don't only see them as adults. We are seeing them as teenagers and falling in love at that point, all the way into adulthood, and just all of the growth, all of the trauma, just so many different things. And there are so many issues in the Black community that are spoken on in this story, and some that some people may pick up on and some people may not. And I cried. I've read this book 2 times. I cried both times. It's amazing also on audiobook. I have every intention on reading it again. It's everything to me. It's everything to me. And the fact that their story continues in Audrey and Bash are just friends, and we get to see how things have changed and what that family is going through, I just think it's just so beautiful. And the generation after generation after generations that affect people throughout forever. Like it's constantly trickling down. You have a piece of someone's trauma with you right now that you don't even know, that you never got the opportunity to meet. And I feel like you can see how that plays out in this story. Absolutely love it. They're both authors. Everything about this book is just perfect. Like, I love them. And the cover on this, I want this as a print. Like, I want this and I want to hang it up. Like, it's just so beautiful. Like, oh, and it's also a Reese's book pick. So you guys, those are all the books that I picked up to end and take me through the fall. Some of them, I don't know how I got them all the way over here. You guys, I'm really tall, so if you're new here, I'm 5'9". So if you see that I'm reaching and my wingspan is really wide, it's because it is. It's because it is. I'm 5'9", my husband's 6'3". So we're big people. So if you ever look and you're like, how? Like, or whatever. Because I always wonder that, like, when I follow people, because I'm so big, I'm like, if I ever met them, what would they like? How would we stand next to each other? Because I'm always taller than a lot of people. I know I'm not 6 foot, but I am way taller than a lot of people. I'm going off on a tangent. I'm 5'9". I just wanted you guys to know. Anyways, these are the 12 books that I did pick up, and I'm just so happy. Wait a minute, you guys, I think I lied. You know what? I picked this up at the end of the summer. I lied, I'm sorry. I thought that I did pick this up. No, I didn't. I picked this up at the end of the summertime. Whatever, who cares? I still picked it up. It's still part of my library. I'm sorry. You guys, I am. I don't mean to forget stuff. Well, I have 6 kids, so I'm like trying to keep up with everything and trying to remember everything, and it doesn't always play out. But this was in my summer book haul now that I think about it. I'm sorry, that was dumb of me. But anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm so appreciative of everyone who has joined in, who is new, who is old, who comments, who shares. I'm so thankful for you guys because I have surpassed my goal for the year already, and my goal for 2026 is slowly being checked off. I can see it coming. My goal is to hit 5K by next summer, and I just can find myself hitting that because of you guys. You guys are so important. So until I see you next time, just know that I love you and happy reading.